What's up guys, Fit to Flourish here, and today I'm going to talk about the trades we took today in the Discord that got us 41% gains at the open on Google. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the game plan. What was the game plan this morning on Google? And why do we take longs, all right? Why do we take longs? Let me set this up here. So this was the game plan. The game plan was if Google gets above, let me move this over a little bit here. Boom. All right. So I said, hey, Google, above 202.48, we can get a pretty fast move to 208.83. I'm looking to go heavy on longs if we get it. But what I wanted to see was I wanted to see us hold the psychological $200 level. Kind of, as you can see here, I'm going to make this really big so you can kind of see my key levels on Google. So this is the 2-hour time frame where I do a lot of my overall review of what's going on overall. We're in an uptrend. We're breaking above the 195.55 pivot level. We're in the call zone ATR, which means longs are highly probable up here. We have a lot of upward momentum, and we're holding that $200 level. Okay, so I was like, hey, if we hold that level right there, we're looking good to kind of go. Okay, we're looking good to kind of go. So what did we end up doing today? So today, at the open, all right, here we go, 5-minute time frame. And it doesn't look as good now because of, obviously we had a reversal, but at the open, what I ended up doing here, put the screen back on. All right, there we go. All right, so at the open, what we ended up doing, sorry about that. So what we ended up doing at the open was, all right, so we had an attempt to the downside, but it was a weak attempt to the downside. We were above the 9 and above the 20, and then we ended up, the bar was about ye high. So it was about up to 202 from 201.33. We were up to about 202.10, 202.10, 202.08. And we're in this call zone, this area where we can go long. The volume RSI was also spiking. It was spiking to the upside very dramatically, okay? It was spiking up very dramatically, which means that there was a large influx of upward volume coming in, which means that the stock was going to rip. And we held right here really, really strong. And, I was like, hey, guys, I'm looking to enter. And then I entered. I just entered. I was like, oh, I'm going to enter. And then I told everyone in the Discord, I was like, hey, guys, I entered, typed it in, said, hey, I'm getting 207.5. Weekly expiration contract. So 207.5 strike 8:15 expo calls. That's what I did. Okay, entered at the open because we were holding, and there was only 2 minutes left on this candle, and we were about down to we were at 202.20 ish at that time, and then towards the last minute, we started to pull back a little bit, and then all of a sudden we had this huge rip. We started ripping, and the bar closed. And I was like, oh man, this kind of looks like an overexhausted bar. But as soon as the next candle printed, the volume RSI, open that up. All right, the volume RSI spiked even more, showing more incoming volume. So then we tried a move to the downside, but guess what? We did not get that downside move. Weak. Bottom side wick there, and we held the hold level. What is a hold level? So it is the close of a trend bar. Okay, the close of a trend bar. So we had this massive Maribozu bull bar push us to the upside, and then we held, and then we had a nice continuation. All right, and then I was like, hey guys, we're up. We were at this point we were up 25 to 30%, and then this bar closed on its high. So when a bull bar closes on its high, that's showing that there's a lot of strength. That means that buyers were buying until the end. Okay, buyers were buying until the end. Then on the next bar, we gapped up and then started pushing up even more. It was insane. And I was like, hey guys, if you look at ATRs, which are average true ranges, we were at the 50% expected move for the day to the upside. So it's like, oh man, we're already there in the first 10 minutes of trading. We're up 30% on these contracts. Be careful. So I kept saying, be careful, be careful. I said, I'm going to try to hold. The two areas I was going to try to hold to was this 75% ATR and then this 100% expected move for the day. And the reason was on the larger time frame, right in this area here around 204.20 was the weekly call ATR. So another key level on the weekly time frame. So if I switch this over to the weekly, so multi-day, you'll see we were smacking right up against that weekly ATR. So I was like, all right, we could reject this level, and guess what? We ended up rejecting. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna see what it does. I kind of want to hold. I wanted to hold to see if we can get that maximum move to 205. But then I was like, oh man, we're kind of slowing down here. And this move was a lot of order imbalance. So whenever we get a huge bar like this, it's a lot of order imbalance. It means only buyers bought and sellers weren't able to sell. So in the markets, we need balanced price action. So anyways, I was like, hey guys, I'm getting out. I'm sorry. 41%. I was like, yo, this is insane. So I exited at 41%. And yeah, that was the play. And I told everyone, listen, if you're still in here, it's the first 15 minutes of market open. We usually see a reversal. Okay, so I was like, hey, if you're still in here, take a lot of profit off and just leave a runner maybe. Okay, so anyways, that worked out really, really well. And then we had this massive reversal, just as expected after hitting those key levels. And I was like, oh man, that was a sniper play. I'm taking those calls at the open. The strike was actually really, really good too. The 207.5 strikes, they moved extremely well. And then Google kind of sold off after I exited. So really good play there. Anyways, that was a pretty small review, but you can kind of see, hey, what was I looking for based on the game plan. And again, I'm going to go back to the game plan just in case it kind of turned off earlier. So this was the game plan on the 2-hour time frame. I had said, guys, Google Schmoogle above 202.48, it can really move. And that's just based on my key levels. I had a micro double top there. We had resistance there before. So if we broke above that, then we would be creating a new high and we would go into price discovery. So that is the play for today. If you want to see more recaps like this, like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube-y stuff. And it'll let me know, like, okay, you guys like this video more, or hey, do you guys like the mindset videos more? But it takes good mindset to trade. So that's why I do a lot of the mindset videos. Whenever my mindset's on point and I'm practicing body game, mindset, all that good stuff, then my trading just goes to infinity. So anyways, my trading is always on infinity. So if you guys want to see more trading videos, let me know. It's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish, and I'm out. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.